Welcome to Boise, Idaho, and Albertson Stadium, home of the Boise State Broncos. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Boston College Eagles, taking on another team from the ACC, the Boise State Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Broncos will boot it away to start the game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Boston College Eagles offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football. And one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
Got it in the middle, it's Harris. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. And the Golden Eagles can really attack on this second and short. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Boston College will send out the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Broncos offense will go to work for the first time today. And, David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a piece, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that, sometimes up, sometimes down. They need that consistently, Jesse.
They need him to show up when it matters the most, and there's going to be times in this game like we've seen throughout his career when the defense wants to take away wide receivers or players on the perimeter, and that's when this guy has to show up and shine. He's got vision, he's got cutting ability, he's got speed, but that's got to be on display in this game.
Bring in the heat. Finds his tight end. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Broncos will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. The run from the shotgun. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Gonna swing it on second down. Got a man, it's Harris. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Harris. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. They'll run it from the gun. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. This Boston College offense has it working. A first down run on the doorstep. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Powers forward. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. The blue turf rumbling on this third down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the D. From the gun, wants to pass. Backs looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Eagles. First points of the day are on the board.
And the offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Clemson is currently ahead early right now in Death Valley, but they just haven't been able to separate themselves offensively. They're up by 7 over Georgia Tech. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Wants to throw. It's Madsen. Throws to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Got stuffed on first down, it's 2nd and 10. Snagged in the middle, it's Bond. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Makes the grab on the left. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Back to pass, it's Madsen. Oh, better look out! And that defense is all over that one. No room to run after the catch. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Wants to throw on 3rd. Grabbed in the middle, it's Sherrod. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab.
I love having guys that have the ability to make something happen after they catch it. Simple hitch route, right? Okay, give me some extra yards. Get me a first down after the play. Nice job by the wide receiver.
Under fire. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Rushes on him. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. And the Broncos will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. And holding on to the lead, the offense will simply take a knee, and that's how we will wrap up the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that Smurf turf, sign me up for another half in Boise. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to our guys high above the Smurf turf.
Boston College ready to kick things off and start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Boise State ready to send out that offense. He'll start the third quarter with the run. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback on the keeper. Picks up the first down, still moving. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Madsen. Got the big tight end on the corner route. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Looking for more room. Past the 20. He's at the 10. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
And this defense comes up with a big play, and not just the break on the ball, the catch, nice hands in the INT, but taking it almost all the way back for a touchdown, and this offense licking their chops on the 1-yard line, ready to punch this in.
And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense, facing a 1st and goal. Slams ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Boston College. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat and you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Looking to throw, it's Madsen. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Broncos send out the punt unit. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. RPO complete to open the drive. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
Brings up second down.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking to the big tight end. Makes a connection. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. That's the end of the quarter, and Boston College has the lead. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They go back to work in the final period of this one. On the run, it's Richard. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. Splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Ford. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. And the Broncos in the hurry-up.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Looking downfield, it's Madsen. Fires to the right. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. They'll run play action. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. He'll take it himself. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. They have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Caught behind the line. It's Bond. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. On first down from the 13-yard line.
First down for the offense.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Bond. Touchdown, Boston College! And the route is on. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. James Madison may not be leaving town with a blowout victory, but they'll take a dub away from Harrisonburg every time. The Dukes have been racking up road wins since the Mickey Matthews days, and they got another one today. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Caught in the backfield, it's Sherrod. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Madsen. Finds a tight end. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Broncos with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Snagged out of the air. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Well, some might think this head coach has a tough locker room speech after this one. I would suggest that he starts with, "That's just bad."
Bad, or as Reese Davis would say, ungood. Just very ungood performance. Flush this one down the toilet, move on. It's not your best day. You lost in ugly fashion, to be honest, but better days ahead.
And I think a lot of this has to come on the shoulders of the players. They need to be able to realize they just didn't do enough. So they've got to turn the page. They've got to go back to work, have a great week of practice, and put out a better effort next week.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports.